So what do you want to talk about today?
Um, let's talk about some golf. Um, let's
Just
talk about
literally golf.
let's talk about our favorite Looney Tune characters. Um, let's talk about let's see. I'm just rapid fire in here. Let's talk about our favorite retro console and retro game to go with it. Let's talk about um the
Yeah.
socioeconomic decline of the world. Let's talk about turtle berries. There we go. That should be an hour.
Well, I feel like we've talked about turtle berries.
Not enough.
So give me your honest opinion about turtle berries then.
Well, there's the different levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's Turtleberry Rickies. There's Turtleberry
Mm-hmm.
Johnsons, and you
Yeah,
definitely
obviously the
you,
classic.
yeah, you don't want to be a Johnson. I'll tell you that. Ricky, you're a cool guy. You can hang, but if you're just a Turtleberry, uh,
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the Something Original podcast. My name is Chase.
and I'm Gannon.
Hey, Gannon. Hey, just want to give us a quick little shout out today. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Spotify.
and YouTube. Leave us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe if you like what you're hearing. We also have the Patreon. It's only $5 a month.
Only $5. It's only $5.
It's only $5. That's right. Thanks for also whispering in my ear. It was
Sexual?
lovely. Sure.
Oh, sorry.
But we do have enough subscribers to do Pilk and Dilk. Stay tuned for that. We will be doing it eventually. I'll add it to my shopping list this week. But we have Next Caller on the Patreon, guys, to give that a try. We got 3 episodes. They're awesome. Again, it also has a book, Death Our Friend, first chapter available now. Go give that a check. Go give that a read. Go give that a listen.
Or give me a check. That's fine too.
The fat check, he'll definitely have incentive to write the next chapter.
This is gonna be like one of those stories where there's one chapter done and then I get hit by a train and then people are like, wait, what? And then they start looking into it then because I died and then they want the rest of it. And then my grandkids somehow, or it might probably be my nephew or niece, is digging through the old barber shop and they're like, oh wait, here's dead Uncle Gannon's book of notes. What is all this madness? And then they're like, oh wait, that's the end to this book he's got. And then next thing you know, boom.
Yeah, so basically what Gannon is saying, he's keeping it for his grandkids,
No,
for them to stumble upon and for them to publish it so they can be rich and famous. Not Gannon, obviously. He doesn't want that.
I don't want to be famous or, well, rich would be cool.
Rich would be nice. Having any sort of sustainable wealth would be nice.
Yeah, then I can buy like a laser gun and run to the Capitol.
Oh.
Take care of our people now. And they're like, wait, who is this guy? What's that little... Yeah. I got that
Now,
motherfucking thing on me.
would you rather be set for the rest of your life financially, or would you be a struggling superhero?
Struggling superhero.
Really?
Yeah.
You like Spider-Man type beat?
Not
Well, I mean like the
Spider-Man.
lifestyle. Like he's
Not
poor.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know why you hate Spider-Man so much. He's like
Because
the
he's
cool.
whack.
He's the coolest fucking superhero.
He's just so boring.
Yeah, Batman is boring.
No, he's a gangster. Peter Parker is a child.
Well, I mean that he's also not a child at the same time. He grows up in the comics.
Yeah. Spider Boy, more so.
Yeah, his whole name is Spider-Man, though.
Spider Child.
Are you being ageist right now?
Yeah. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
Um,
So wait, like, I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like I would
you have no
honestly rather
rebuttal.
I would rather be wealthy
Yeah.
than a struggling superhero. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I could give back. Wouldn't have to necessarily like be a
Why not give
vigilante
back?
and fight crime.
Why not give back in the sense of being able to fly into a building where the police are waiting outside an hour while children are being killed, and then take the guy and then pull him out and throw him down at the police and be like, "Hey, do your job."
Well, see, I would use my wealth
To what?
to
Fund the
to
police?
no, to fix the root of the problem. Why did that building catch on fire? Probably for inadequate electrical issues. Probably the building is so run down and repairs haven't been done in a timely manner. A fire started. Fire alarms weren't replaced. I'll invest in the people. Make sure that shit doesn't happen.
And then what if for some reason a freak accident happens and it does catch on fire?
Then we do
Then you call
fall
me.
on the backs to yeah, and then I hire the poor vigilante.
Yeah.
Say, hey, super guy, can you go rescue
Tony
these
Hawk.
children?
That's my code name.
What if you were just like a superhero named Tony Hawk, and then everybody was like, dude, it's fucking Tony Hawk, and Tony Hawk is out there like, dude, I'm fucking sitting at home watching the X Games for the 16th time, like, chill out.
Yeah. Then I just gotta start practicing talking like him.
I wonder what Tony Hawk's doing right now.
Being retired. Actually, I heard he's doing he's trying to remember every single trick he's ever created, and then he's trying to like just redo them before he is done.
Yeah, we talked about it on the pod.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you don't remember a lot of stuff, Gannon. Do you even know what podcast this is?
Huh? Where are we?
I was doing a bunch of TikToks last night. By the way, TikToks are coming out soon.
Oh.
And I was going through, dude, I haven't made any of the social media clips in 8 months. It's been 8 months since the last like time I sat down and made a bunch of them.
People are probably like, are they alive? At least
Yeah, honestly, I think they did. I think they do think we died. Honestly,
The plot thickens.
it's such a hassle. I think like going
Such an
forward, yes. I think going forward though, whenever we put out an episode that week, I need to like dedicate a day to like doing the clips that week for that episode, you know?
Right.
Because going back and like I basically have to listen to all of the old episodes again. I don't really. I like jump around and just try to find a clickbaity thing.
Could you give Adrian, since Adrian doesn't listen to the podcast, give him free Patreon membership so he listens to all of them and tell us the good clips?
He's like, hey, episode 38, timestamp. This shit's funny as hell. But that's the thing. I kind of don't want like an outside person. Maybe it would
That's
work.
true.
Because like I understand what our content is. I feel like Adrian, who doesn't even listen to the podcast,
That's true.
wouldn't get it, you know?
Yeah.
But he
He'd be
might.
like, he'd pick all the ones that he's in. He's like, you do gold, gold, gold. Those are
Basically,
all things that you said.
He would only go to the 3 episodes he's in and be like, yeah, dude, I just keep finding clips out of these.
Yeah,
They're just bangers.
These other ones, they're okay. They're okay. But these ones, though.
He finds like episodes like this one where we're just like talking about him.
Yeah, he's like, this one's
He
good.
pulls them.
I like this one.
Since he's not here, you want to talk shit?
No.
Okay.
I've wasted enough
No.
air on that imp.
Imp.
He won't. And the greatest part is he won't even hear it. I'm just kidding.
No, that's what I'm saying. That like we know he's not gonna listen.
Mm.
So why don't we just talk shit?
I mean, we say it to his face either way.
I have sad news, ladies and gentlemen.
What's that?
I canceled Disney Plus.
You know, I probably should do the same.
It's just
'Cause Marvel, mid. Star
Yeah.
Wars, great.
But even like I don't know. I just never got. I was telling myself like the only reason why I'm keeping it is for the Obi-Wan series. Never even watched it. I never even had like a desire. It felt like a chore to watch Obi-Wan. So I was just
You're a
like,
fake fan, dude. You're a fake
I
fan.
guess well, it was just like I just had no desire. I wanted to see it so bad, but then it's like when I finally had free time, I was like, do I want to watch it? I don't really want to watch it.
You haven't even
And
watched
then-
Moon Knight, which is probably the greatest Marvel series they've come out with.
I didn't. I haven't. Honestly, I haven't really sat down and watched any Marvel content since like Endgame, except for like Spider-Man. But that's it.
Ugh, no wonder you hate it.
Well, I don't know, dude. I mean, it was cool. Like, I'm not trying to like make fun of it or anybody, but I just feel like obviously the quality has gone away.
Yeah,
in my
it's
opinion.
Marvel.
Yeah, you could be right.
Marvel
Could be
is
right.
just becoming very saturated.
They killed off like one of their best characters that literally tied together the whole MCU. It's just like,
Yeah, Gamora. I'm just kidding.
yeah, like, fuck, what's her name? Damn it. Black Widow. Yeah. Couldn't even think of it. That's how
Yeah.
irrelevant she was in the whole series.
Yeah, they're just really.
They like
No.
tried to add her in to create like a sexual tension between like her and Hulk, Bruce Banner. But
Yeah, what happened
it
to
just,
that? It seemed
it
like
never
one
made
movie where
sense.
it seemed like one movie where they're like, oh, hey, and then like the next movie they're like, oh, what's going on? What's
Yeah,
up?
what's up?
What's up, bro?
She's my best friend. Yeah, I just didn't get it. She really didn't like do anything except die.
Except look great.
Yeah, well, yeah, she was hot. She was hot for sure.
Yeah, you gotta watch Moon Knight though. Well, I mean, I guess.
Well, I
you
can't.
anyway.
But in place of Disney Plus, I did
HBO.
get a subscription to HBO Max.
Now we're talking.
Yep.
There you go. See why DC's great. You watch the animated series, not the not the movies as much. Well,
You-
I mean,
you
the movies
wanna-
are good.
Yeah.
What
Aren't
you
they?
say? The movies are good. But
What's
like,
that one that James Gunn directed? The one with John Cena?
Oh, Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, yeah.
Peacemaker is funny, dude. Like it's really. I thought it was really good for what it was.
Yeah, I that's one of the only things I really want to see, but we're rewatching Game of Thrones right now. We watched it last night.
I've never even seen that show.
It's good, honestly. I think you would really like it.
I think I would. I think a lot of people have told me this too, but it's just like
It's
saw
up there
the
with
end.
Breaking Bad.
if I see the end of it, then it's so hard for me to go back and rewatch it because I'm like,
Well, honestly, I forget
see.
how it ends.
that's how I am with Naruto. Although I saw the last episode of Naruto by accident, never watched it all the way through.
You'd probably save yourself some time. I need to go back in and reorganize my anime list, tier list.
Me
Because
too.
I
actually.
really don't think Naruto should be that high on my list anymore.
Jujutsu Kaisen, bruh.
It saucy.
You seen it? You been watching it?
Yeah, I've been watching it. Actually, lately, yeah, I have. Been.
Dude, bro, it's
I'm
up
not
there
like
for me. It's
I'm not like
climbing.
super far into it, but I've gotten to how far are you?
I think episode 13.
I think that might be around where we are also.
Yeah. I've been lacking these last couple days. I've been just running busy.
I've been really trying to catch up on Mob Psycho. I know I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but I just now got to season 2,
Mm.
and yeah, I forgot how much I fucking love Mob Psycho. But yeah, I've been like every night when we go to bed, I put it on the laptop and I'll watch it.
You guys are like an old married couple.
I mean, basically. We keep saying that. It's like, dude, I feel like we've known each other for like 20 years.
That's so funny.
There is a point in like relationships. We can get into like this shit. There is a point in a relationship where you need to like prepare yourself for it to feel like you're married.
Mm.
And it's gonna really like surprise you. You're gonna be like, oh shit, like we aren't in like this romantic like lovey-dovey phase anymore. It's like, oh, she is now like my partner.
Yeah.
You know, because we're not married yet, so we have to keep referring to each other as like our partners whenever we're like out in public talking about it. We don't want to say like boyfriend girlfriend because we've been together for so long now.
Mm.
So we have to this is our partner.
Mm. This is my
And
gang.
it's like
This is my blood.
Yeah, bro. This is my dude right here.
But
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that's nice, man. I'm glad you have that.
I just want to prepare people for that though, because it
Yeah.
really did like blindside us. Because it both like we both had the realization like a couple months ago. We were like, oh crap, like we are like it feels like we're married, but we aren't. She's been asking me. She's been asking me when I'm gonna pop the
Really?
question. Yeah.
Well, you can't be just asking like that. It's
I
gotta be
know,
a
dude.
Full on surprise.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna tell her. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna
Did you?
spoil it.
Are you gonna ask like her mom and dad? I mean, I'm sure
To
they
marry
love you.
them?
Yeah, like old school style. You know,
Am I gonna ask the mom and dad if I can marry them?
the blessing.
Well, yeah, obviously. I thought you were asking if I was gonna marry the parents, and I was like, what?
Yeah, marry them too. Make it a group.
Is that how they do it in the old school days?
Yeah.
You gotta marry into the family first, you know?
Hmm. It's just a big unification.
Yeah. Well, basically. I mean, basically, if you're marrying one person, you're marrying the entire family. You know?
It's a hive mind, if you will.
Cheerios.
Mm-mm.
Because of the B?
But are you gonna do that? Does she listen to the podcast?
Yeah.
Do you think they would
No.
hold it a secret, or like you think they'd be like, "Hey, heads
Yeah,
up"?
well, no, I'm definitely gonna ask for a blessing. That's how you do it. You can't
gangster.
just be like, "Hey, can I marry you?" and then the parents being like, "What the fuck?" Like, I don't know how it's probably just like a phone call because we live across the world. But
What if they're like, "No"?
well, then I'll decide on my own. I think that still happens. Like the parents will say no to a blessing, and then
Have you ever seen Romeo and Juliet?
I've read Romeo and Juliet. I've never seen Romeo and Juliet.
You never seen it? With
Is there a movie?
you haven't seen that one where it's Leonardo DiCaprio back in the day?
Titanic?
No, there's a movie where it's like a modern Romeo and Juliet, like out in L.A., where it's like two different like gangs. It's pretty
No,
good.
never seen that.
It's pretty good. Exact dialogue from the play, which kind of makes it kind of but it's nice.
There's something that does that. Oh, 50 Shades of Grey. Have you ever watched that?
Yeah.
You have?
I seen the first one with an ex.
Oh, dude, it is so bad. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that they like greenlit that movie. Honestly, I know why they did it because the book did well, but the movie just doesn't translate. You can't translate that kind of book into a movie.
Kind
It
of
just wasn't good.
very Akko Taco.
It was super awkward, and it's just like not even the sex scenes weren't even like great.
Yeah, I was on like full content. I'm just kidding.
I was like in the whole fucking leather outfit, dick out, just I was ready, but that's not what happened.
I was drinking coffee at the same time, you whore. Oh, I love you.
Did you call me a whore?
Yes, I started joking. Oh, I was not ready for that, bro. I just got that mental image of just you, like, in the theater with the popcorn.
I didn't see it in the theaters. I saw it on my couch.
But I just pictured it in the theaters to make it funnier.
Hey, if we have
Just
any
full
fans
gimp
out
suit.
there, if we have any fans out there that can animate that clip right there, obviously without the dick, maybe with the dick, we put it on the Patreon.
Oh, dude. It literally killed me. I was like drinking coffee. I heard you say that. Mental image of just like, hey, excuse me, like getting through like in the aisle, sit down with the popcorn. Oh.
Where you get a gimp suit like that though? Like Adam and Eve? Are they throwing down the leather?
I don't. That's a good question. I mean, I've never really had a use for that. Not big leather guy.
Have you like bought like sex toys and stuff?
Me personally, no.
You haven't personally.
No, me personally, no. I've been in situations with them. Yes. It's a different experience. I mean,
Different.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be one of those things like, because what gets me usually is like I like to get my partner going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whoever I'm with.
Yeah, obviously.
So I'll be like, yo, like, what are some things you're into or things you want me to try, you know? And then, have a safe word. Guava juice. And, yeah.
How do you, like, pick a safe word? It's gotta be, like, not a sexy word. I feel like guava juice is, like, a somewhat sexy word.
What?
So it's a kinda. I don't know. Depends. What's a good one? Concrete.
Grundle.
Turtleberry.
Turtleberry. No, that's kind of sexual.
Okay, yeah. Turtleberry Ricky.
Very sexual. Turtleberry Johnson. That'd be like,
yeah, that ends it.
I'm limp.
I am limp. She's dry. The baby's on fire. I don't understand, but.
Wait, what?
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 What were we talking about before? Like.
Before this, I have no idea. That kind of cut me off.
So, okay, let's talk about golf. Thoughts?
That's kind of a good segue. Never mind. You get it?
Yes, I got it. I did. It took me a second, but I did get it.
Golf. It's for lobbyist extremists who hate people, or it's for people that want to be like them.
Yeah. Golf isn't fun. I feel like if you can't watch it on TV without falling asleep, it's like NASCAR too. I know my dad would always watch NASCAR. He would watch the first like 5 laps, take a nap, and then wake up for like the last 3.
Mm.
If you have to fall asleep to enjoy something, that's not great. That's not a good sport.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the same thing with like the Masters.
Oh wait, the Masters? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the golf tournament.
Doesn't that seem kind of weird? The Masters.
Oh yeah, what the? It's literally the people who love playing golf are usually It's a highly white sport. It's a huge white sport. They got like Tiger Woods though as the only exception.
Mm.
And it's always the people who claim to not be racist, but absolutely are racist.
Right. Cool.
Oh my god, dude! What is this? Oh my gosh! Hidden in plain fucking daylight. Hold on, actually, I kind of want to do some background research into this. Like, why did they name it the Masters? I'm not gonna do it right now. It's just
Oh,
like
okay.
that's crazy though.
I mean, it seems like a very strange. Well, they got somebody like carrying their bag of like clubs for them, like if they're high up. Like,
Yeah, like,
what is this? What, you just treat everyone like filth? Is this what it is? Like, oh, I could hit this ball quarter mile. You're not better. You hit a golf ball. You're fucking
yeah.
lame. You dress
I
like
just
garbage while you do it. Who wears that? No one does.
it's just like
There's actually one
'cause
golfer though I kind of see sometimes. Have you seen that guy? He's like always known like for sporting a mullet and like wearing like crazy Hawaiian shirts. Have you seen this guy?
no, I've never seen him.
He'll like shotgun beers before he does them. He's like a pro player. I forgot what his name is. He'll be like out there smoking like Marlboro Red 100s, making everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, yeah. I feel like if you're making, I feel like he's kind of making fun of the sport at that point. You know.
Hang on.
There's also that one guy who only hits the ball with one hand on his like club, and he like has his own like custom swing, and he pisses off all the white fucking golfers while he's at the driving range doing that shit.
Oh, I think I've seen
Props to that guy.
Gang. He's just out here showing them how to do it.
Yeah.
Whoa, somebody's pro golfer girl, so what's up? Sorry.
What's up? Nah, dude. Fuck that. She golfs. She probably coughs. We don't like sick hoes.
I'm getting warmer. What is this guy's name, bro? Is like
Marty.
Here he is. Here he is, bro. He's got like a beard now. But look at this dude.
Send me the link and I'll put it in the bio, the TikTok, or of the fucking podcast.
Oh, I didn't send you the link. Hang on.
Swag.
Did you see it?
Yeah, let me watch this. Live reaction. Oh, damn.
Now he's like he got like a beard and he shows up to these things.
Oh, I thought it was like a video.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, what is his name under it? Hang on.
This guy's
John
wearing
Daly.
full American pants. I feel like that's still it's still throwing me off
Hang on.
with the American pants.
Hang on. It gets better. I gotta find one like today. John Daly.
Especially if you're playing golf wearing straight up American flag pants. That's just you're edging wrong territory. Especially after we just talked
Well,
about
it's actually
how
disrespectful to wear American flag clothes.
Yeah.
Then. So
it is against the flag code.
So I used to have American flag Vans.
Wow. I had an American flag T-shirt, but it had like the flag. It wasn't like distorted in any way, so I think that was fine.
I don't know, man. You seem kind of lobbyist, so there's that.
I am not a lobbyist. I have no money.
That's what they would say.
Oh, but anyways, we also want to talk about this. So I guess in France they issued like a water ordinance. So like you have like limited amount of water for like residences out there. You can't like water your like grass and stuff. You have to like limit how much water you use in your house on a day to day. Blah blah blah, and it's hurting the residents of France. But this ordinance didn't account for golf courses, which use like hundreds of thousands of gallons of water just to like water the grass on these golf courses every year, and I believe it's even more, honestly. So French activists, climate activists, have been filling golf courses, the holes, with concrete.
We should do that here.
We should absolutely be to take notes, climate activists. I'm a climate activist, I feel like, but I'm not out there, you know. I'll support I'll support from my bedroom.
I'm a Twitter finger activist. You know what I mean? I like make the posts. I don't even have
Yeah,
Twitter,
we'll
but you know.
we'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I was listening back to our old episodes
Mm.
when I was doing those TikToks and stuff, and I got to the episode where we were talking about doing the climate monuments. Remember those? Where we did like it was like a big grassy monument. We get like sculptors to make it, and you have the algae pond around it.
Mm-hmm.
We should also be doing that. Someone come up with that shit.
Yes, please.
Honestly, I feel like especially in California, because they're giving away a bunch of money right now to like certain organizations, and I think like green organizations right now. And I feel like if we pitch the idea to the like state of California, I bet we can get it up and running.
That'd be tight if they were down for that.
Gavin Newsom, if you're listening, that's my idea. That's
Square
our
up.
idea. You say square up?
Yeah.
Why would you? Why are we trying to fight him? Hold on.
Because he needs to make changes
He does.
instead of
Gavin
say
Newsom.
changes.
He's also. I honestly, I don't. I personally, I'm iffy about him. He is this guy who's like, yeah, we got to be fighting for the climate. Yeah, don't trust any politician.
I don't
But
trust a single one.
he's saying like, oh yeah, we got to do something about climate change and all this. But yet he's opening up new oil fracking leases for these oil companies to start drilling.
Bro. It's all a show.
It's basically. He's in bed with the fucking oil and gas company.
He's gonna be up on that hotel in the sky. You know he will be. You know he's gonna be one of those people.
Heaven?
No, you haven't seen that plane that's gonna house like all the elitists. Have you not seen
Oh
this?
no, I have not.
Bro,
What do you mean?
I'm gonna put you on. Put you
You
on.
put me on.
I'll put you on John Daly and then now the hotel plane.
Who's getting first class?
Probably like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk.
Who's making it?
Hang on, trying to find.
Is it that Virgin Mobile guy? He
They're
makes planes, right?
They yeah, I hear to this day still a virgin.
You really?
Yeah.
Why do you name his company that? Is his name? His name's not even like Virgin. I don't think.
Maybe he's Catholic. But you get it?
I got it. You know what I learned about the Vatican? It's technically its own independent country because they didn't like the government telling the church what to do, so they declared that they are their own independent like operating country technically. Isn't that so ironic, because the Vatican is also extremely anti-abortion and they support government overreach of women's bodies? Just wanted to throw that out there.
That's what I'm saying, Chase. It's literally all a show. All of it.
It is. I mean, it's just,
None of it's good.
I think we're at the point, like, things are about to start boiling over. There's going to be something. Something's about to really kick off. Not threatening anybody. Just find this hotel in the sky.
Oh,
It's like BioShock
bro, I keep
Infinite.
I keep seeing it on videos, and I never save them. But I've talked about it at work. Literally had a full conversation about it.
To your other friends.
Yeah,
I see.
I like to center myself around people that are like, this world's kind of dumb. And I'm like, you know what, dude? I agree with you.
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude? I agree with you. This world is kind of dumb. I'm not getting any warmer. It's like they just took it all off of Google. I've tried.
Oh. Conspiracy?
Ironically. Yeah, dude.
Ironically. I
Um,
think I like the idea of like a hotel in the sky, not like a hotel necessarily, but like a city in the sky.
they
I
keep.
think. Oh, go ahead.
I found it. Um,
Okay.
they keep people keep saying it's gonna be like a hotel in the sky, like just a straight up like, oh yeah, this will be for everyone. And then there's other people that are like, they're gonna eventually destroy this planet like on the ground so that like people are just struggling, and then they're just gonna hop in this thing.
Hmm.
And
I've totally seen this before.
you seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Though
I
people,
wonder how long it's able to like stay in the air
bro, there
though.
people are saying it's like hang on, let me see if I can find another one real quick. 'Cause someone had specs on it, and dude, it could stay up
Yeah.
there for like years.
Fucking Christ. Cause that kind of reminds me of like Wall-E and stuff, you know,
Yes.
how they had the giant spaceships that went up into space, and like it was essentially just so they could like wait out climate change, basically.
Right, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how that was like a fun little Pixar movie like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, wow, look how dumb humanity became in this show. And it's like, oh, wow, we're
It's literally gonna
becoming
be
that.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they knew it, honestly. I think they were just like, all right. I think Wall-E was obviously ahead of its time, but it was really trying to tell us something. But we looked at it as like, oh, that's just a silly movie, haha. It's a kids movie. It would never happen. Like all these dumbass fucking parents, and they're just like,
Yeah. Um, I heard a fun thing about it. You can bleep out his name, right? Dad. I don't know what his name is.
yeah,
They showed me proof. Like he was the original designer of Wally. He's like a cartoonist on the side.
oh really?
Yeah, he originally designed Wally.
And did he tell you that?
Yeah, they were all like I was talking to, um, the brother, the little brother.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's one
yeah.
of Gab's friends, and
Uh huh.
they were like pulling it up, like all like the rough drafts and everything. I'm like, no way, bro. That's a little fun fact on the side. And it just
If you
shows
also
how.
want to hear,
Oh,
oh, go ahead.
no,
Sorry.
and it just
No,
shows.
no, 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 no.
I'm pretty sure that they should have just took his idea, and ran with it.
Yeah, you want to also hear about somebody that took somebody's idea and ran with it?
Who?
Elon Musk stole the idea for Hyperloop from this one person who came up with the concept and basically like designed a way for it to work and everything. And so Elon Musk took that idea, and at the same time, California was thinking of making like a high-speed rail system to
Mm.
connect like San Francisco to LA, and you can get to both cities in under an hour.
Mm.
That's what they were trying to achieve. But Elon Musk was like, "Hey, don't build it because I'm gonna make Hyperloop, this idea that I just stole from this one guy." And so the city of California was like, "All right," because a bunch of pressure came from Elon Musk stands. They were like, "All right, we won't make it. You guys can make Hyperloop. We'll give you a bunch of uh,
Resources.
permits to do that."
Oh.
Yeah. And Elon Musk was like, I'll build like one tunnel of Hyperloop that connects LA to LA. Not even like that far. And yeah, Hyperloop has been, it took like what? They announced it in like 2008, and it's 2022 now, and they only have Hyperloop in LA.
Mm. Isn't it kind of weird? He's like supposedly like a scientist and an engineer,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like seen at all these like red carpet events. Is that weird to anybody else? Like, is this like a weird? No, not
But
weird.
he's propelled himself as like this celebrity. Like
So weird.
he's trying to be Tony Stark is what he's trying to be. And yeah, I mean, he did start out as like this software engineer. He worked at PayPal. He brought up PayPal sold the company, and then he bought Tesla. He didn't even found Tesla. He bought Tesla, made all the owners sign NDAs so they can't say they were ever founders of Tesla. So Elon could say he was founder of Tesla. And yeah, he did work on, he did develop a few things for Tesla and stuff, but the engineers made Tesla what Tesla is. Elon just had a small part of it, but yet Tesla is all of Elon's, like, all the credit goes to him, which is annoying.
I hate that the name is Tesla. That's like so disrespectful to the actual Tesla.
Yeah.
Nikolai Tesla.
Yeah.
The actual goat.
I don't like. Well, I mean, Elon didn't come up with the name Tesla, though. It was the original founders, but.
Why they do that?
I don't know. It was dumb. I don't want to say it, but if I ever come up with my own little tech car company, whatever, I already have like the perfect name for it, but I'm not going to say it. Patent pending, trademark pending.
Wow. So now I'm just sitting here half chubbed. Don't even know.
I'll tell you after podcast. I think I already told you. I might have already said it on the podcast. I forget. Like early podcast.
I would call my car company Go.
Honestly, because you know how like cars they have like subname, like the type of car.
Yeah.
Let's make a car called Go.
And it only has 70s colors. Because remember, it's like Go Disco. You know?
All right, the first type of like model car I'm thinking of is like a, it's like a trike, almost.
Oh, okay.
No. Hear me out.
Okay.
It's like a trike car, but it's like hybrid motorcycle, hybrid car.
I like symmetry. That's where I get messed up.
Okay.
Okay. That's where I'm like.
I feel like Go. I'm getting like a round type beat. I'm thinking of like either a Volkswagen van or a Beetle.
Ooh,
no in between.
I like the van.
What are you thinking of when you think of Go?
Go. I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of like a cool, thing.
Cool car, yeah.
Cool like thing, like a Geo Tracker mixed with a Zuzu mixed with a Challenger.
I could see it. Honestly.
But I'm trying to find
when I want to get an iPad because I really want to start like concepting all of these ideas that I have, and I feel like an iPad would just help me better illustrate some of this stuff because everything starts with a concept. Did you ever hear about Nikola Motors actually?
They took this first part of his name?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw up.
Straight up trying to like compete with Tesla, and they were like, "Oh, we'll just call it Nikola."
I'm going to literally throw up.
But this guy, he basically just made a bunch of concept art, made a ton of it, for like these electric powered like semi trucks. It was really cool concept, and he had a very cool idea. And he sold that. He was like putting out these concepts and stuff, and got a bunch of people really, really excited. But what you should have done in that situation is sell the company so you can actually like develop these things to people that actually know how to develop things. But instead, he made the company public without actually ever having a prototype, like a physical prototype. And so he used the money that he got from making his company public. He put one semi truck into production to try and make it, and he put out like this really shitty like promotion video of the semi truck going downhill.
Oh god.
because it couldn't run on its own.
Mm.
It was just going, but they made it look like it was running on its own. And so a bunch more people bought stock into it. I actually bought stock into it. And it turns out the whole thing is like a fraud. They aren't actually developing anything because they don't have enough money to mass develop these semi trucks. And yeah, now they're being sued by the SEC and all this shit.
Mm.
But
Jeez.
that's something that I'm not trying to scam people, but I want to start concepting some of my ideas and stuff with like cars and shit. And eventually down the road, I maybe partner with somebody, or I sell the idea, or I make my own with all the other stuff that I have going on in the background.
Mm.
It's all part of the master plan.
Yeah, we were discussing that over the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Lots of stuff in the works, kinda, somewhat.
Twerks.
Concepting.
Yeah.
I really want to put it out there, like, because this is how I get it. I want to make an autobiography. Wait, is that where I write the biography?
Yes.
Or is it biography?
Autobiography.
Maybe I don't want to make an autobiography, but
I'll write your biography.
Okay.
He smelled
Will
like
you?
rotten eggs.
Okay.
Honestly, one of
That's
the
not.
least.
It's not accurate.
I'm just kidding.
He wore a gimp suit 24/7. I just. And he would just always make sure the dick was hanging out.
One of the most interesting
That thing
people
covered.
I've ever met.
What if I did though?
I mean, to each their own.
I want to get a studio, and one episode we both wear gimp suits. Like and have the video pod.
I just don't want to spend money on one. When
No,
that
we
was
would
literally the
use
only
like
time.
Patreon money.
Oh. Okay.
Or like sponsor money, because eventually, hopefully, if we do have a studio, we have sponsors at that point.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be pretty fun. That'd be fun. That'd be light.
But yeah, going back to what I was
want a
saying
yellow
before.
one, though.
A yellow one? You're
Yeah.
not going straight black?
No, I want it to be known that I'm wearing one.
Well, I'm sure it will be very apparent having a full head to toe like leather suit.
Will it be though?
I think it would, honestly.
Mm.
I think it'd be very eye catching.
But would it actually though?
Okay, I mean, if you want a yellow one, man, we'll get you one, custom made.
Yes.
We'll have the letter G. We'll have 2 G's where the nipples are.
See, and then when I'm a low income superhero, it'll work perfectly.
It's like, hey, man, can I actually keep this? Get custom made something original gimp suits, put it on the fucking online store.
Big gang.
But anyways, what I was talking about before.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm like one of the laziest people you'll ever meet ever. That's why it's taken 8 months for me to do any of these fucking TikToks. But what I've learned how to get myself to do something, and I think it's just a good tidbit of advice to throw out there. If you want to do something, start small. Like, make a drawing, write it out, put it in, like my notes app. My notes app is fucking full of shit that I want to eventually get to. And I'm starting to make like check boxes for those. And when I like draw out a concept, I check one thing off, and then I add like a bunch of next steps. Or I start writing something, I check that off and do a bunch of next steps. If you get it out there, even if it's not public, if you just like write it down, it's there, and then you can always come back to it. You might forget about it, you come back to it, it's like, oh shit, it's right there. And then it's like it helps you just get started with it, and then you find other avenues to help you along your journey. Like I want to, like I was telling Gannon, I want to make a bunch of video games, and the way I'm trying to like get myself into it is I'm talking to Gannon about it, and I'm writing it down in my notes app, and I'm really trying to flesh out everything. So when I inevitably do start sitting down and developing it, doing concept art and whatever, I will have such a good foundation to start from. I can go to my notes and just start pulling bits and pieces in, so that way I'm not sitting there just trying to like think of concepts, trying to think of ways this could work. I would already have it figured out.
I'm liking where this is going.
Just just throwing it out there. That's what's helping me, and I take it from me because I am like seriously one of the laziest people. I know. It's bad.
But one of the smartest. Ha, gotcha.
Take it back,
Nope. In the vault.
dude. Take it back.
I don't think I am.
Okay. Well, tell me what you've been up to, man. I know you're like working a ton. You got barbershop stuff. You moved in fully, right?
Yes, sir. Big gang
How's that?
activities.
How's that going for you?
I really like it. I really like it so far.
You're living alone, right?
Yes.
So hey guys, he lives at
I mean, you could pull up, but
don't you will regret it. You will regret it.
yes, you will regret it.
Are you can I ask are you like strapped?
You can ask. I mean, I might have something that would definitely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that would. Yeah. It's just not.
Like a katana.
Yeah. We'll say that.
I'll be
Katana.
I'll be serious. I've been looking to get a gun actually.
Whoa, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
Just like cuz I'm basically married now, I need something to protect my fam.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how the turns have tabled.
I'm not like fully against guns, I
Yeah.
feel like people shouldn't have military grade guns.
Yeah.
Like fucking assault rifles and shit. That's
But
just like,
neither
why
does-
the fuck do you need that?
The police shouldn't done either.
No, they shouldn't either because they aren't military. They are police. I feel like this is what I would do with the police. I would make 2 divisions of police. One, basically like if there is a very serious active thing, there is maybe 1 to 2, depending on the state size, SWAT teams at the biggest police departments in the world or in the state. And those will be the only like truly armed to the teeth police, and they are only able to come out with like direct like calls. Like it has to come from like the highest point of the state. Everybody else is like they are only strapped with a taser. That's it. Or a baton. So like traffic cops, they are equipped with like only social workers. Traffic cops can only be like social workers to try to mediate any situation, to try to calm people down. Like you're just issuing a ticket. That's all like a traffic violation should warrant. But yet we have people getting gunned down in their cars because of just minor traffic violations because the guy was black or whatever. I feel like that would solve that issue.
Yeah, honestly, like it's hard with our government to have things
Yeah.
organized in such manners.
And I wouldn't say defund the police. I would just keep the funding the same. Maybe gut some of the police budget because isn't like the NYPD their police budget is the 5th largest, would be the 5th largest military budget in the world.
Um, who's this? Ours?
Like just the NYPD, just one city.
I'm not sure on that, but I'm pretty. That sounds right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are the fifth, or it was like the LAPD.
Mm.
The two big like police departments. One of them would be it would be rank fifth in military spending if they were its own independent army.
That does sound right.
Isn't that crazy?
It is because it's like
That's your money.
it's overkill.
Yeah, why do you need that? There's no way.
Because
You know what they also have seen? Over policing doesn't stop crime.
mm-hmm.
In some cases, it increases crime.
Exactly. And you just have like a bunch of just so people just join the police, like, and they're just essentially people that are too nervous to go in. I just can't get over that school shooting where the cops literally just waited out there.
Yeah.
All those kids died.
Yeah.
I can't get over it.
The parents had to go in and save their own
And
kids.
even then, they were trying to stop them.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And yeah, did you just see that they were trying to like vote on like a budget increase for that police department?
Oh my! Of course, because they want that money, but they don't want to actually do what the cop's supposed to do. They rather
Yeah, they were like the reason why we didn't run in there is because we didn't have enough money. Yeah, they're actually one of the wealthiest police departments in Texas, and it's like in this small town.
they're a joke.
They have
Those
their own
kids
SWAT
died.
team.
Those kids literally died, and I just don't like cops. They rather pull over kids and arrest them for 20 years plus for 2 grams of marijuana instead of
Yeah.
go in there and save them.
Yep.
When there's some psychopaths running through there, killing all of them. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All just because I feel like it's most of them just people that have like these power trips, you know.
What it is?
They get picked on. They're essentially like the guy that ran in there. I mean, is it a messed up way? Like they just do it the illegal way of just
Yeah.
joining a police academy, you know, so they can go around like a big shot because they can have a gun strapped to their body at all times, and they're like, "Hey, you can't talk to me like that because I'm a police officer." Ha!
Did you hear 40% of all police officers are like have domestic assault in their record?
That would not surprise me one bit, actually.
40%, and that's only like recorded domestic assault. Like they have it on their record. So you got to think there's probably
Of course.
10 to 20, probably a lot more, honestly, that just don't have it on their record. And they're still a part of the police department. The police aren't good, brother. Just like how
Preaching to
J.
the
Cole,
choir on that one.
just like J. Cole said, like there are great people who are unfortunately cops. You can't be a good cop. You can be a great person and be a cop, but you can't be a good cop at the same time because it's an oxymoron.
Mm-hmm.
It
They're just
because
morons.
that system, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Because the system is just bad. You can't be a good person in a bad system.
Oh, yeah. But isn't it kind of weird though that you can be but like it could be reversed. Like there's like people have like such negative stigmas, and granted there are a lot of like evil bikers out there, but like a lot of times if you like actually talk to these dudes who look like they would just pick you up and choke slam you, they're like the nicest people, and they would protect anybody around them if it came down to it.
For sure.
And it's so crazy how it's like, you know, the world, man.
Well, I think you could say like this, like there has been that racist stigma for generations that black people are just inherently scarier because they think they're just more violent. But 99.9% of the time you go up to any black person, they're the nicest person in the world.
I don't even have
It's
a lot
just-
of white. I think you might be my only white friend, if I'm being completely honest. 'Cause
Jordy?
Jordy's not white.
He's not?
No, bro. He's what is he? I don't want to mess it up. He's
Is
like,
he Italian?
no,
he's white?
no, he's not Italian. He's like oh, I don't want to mess it up, bro. He's mixed. He's got some kind of like, I don't want to say like Samoan. He's mixed with like, a couple different things. There's some
Okay.
like some Hispanic. There's all different kinds of stuff. But yeah,
I'm the cream of the crop, brother. I am as white as you can be,
because
bro.
most of the time, if I'll be completely honest, well, no, dude, it sounds kind of fucked. White people are just kind of boring.
White people are just white, dude.
It's just like,
Because we don't have any redeeming qualities, honestly.
and
we don't have any culture, is what I was trying to say.
just low key hateful to everyone that is spicier.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do that when you could just join in on the fun?
I think we are like the perfect representation of white people is mayonnaise. Because if you have us by ourselves, we are disgusting. Disgusting. We taste awful. But if you mix in a few spices, if you put us in anything, mix us with anything, we turn out 20 times better.
Ooh, I like that metaphor. That was a
Yeah.
spicy metaphor from a spicy white dude.
Yeah. I'm 1/16 Native American.
Okay. Okay. Aren't we all in some way?
Somewhat, yeah.
I
Right?
mean,
No,
my grandpa
probably
was
not.
half.
I don't even know if it's true. I don't even want to do that 23andMe
I
stuff
do.
because I really feel like I'm gonna come back like 100% white.
There's like a fluke. The 116.
I'm literally, I originated from like a literal cracker.
From the islands of Caucasus. Have you seen that Cat Williams skit?
Yeah.
Or the mountains of Caucasus, or whatever the fuck.
I was listening to the last podcast and you asked me who my favorite stand-up comedian was, and I don't think I asked yours. I think you said Bobby Lee, but like, who's your like go-to stand-up comedian?
It's not his stand-up, dude. I brought up Theo Von because he just cracks me up, bro.
He's a really
He's
funny
so
guy.
funny, bro. He just acts so dumb, but then he'll like randomly say a big ass word, and I'm like, "You're not actually dumb." And then he just like goes in to explain something, and it just sounds foolish. And I'm like, "You're amazing. I don't know how you keep doing this."
He has like some of the wildest stories.
Yeah, no, dude.
It's like there's like crazy thunder and lightning right now. I'm actually kind of scared,
It's okay.
dude. Like what?
Here,
No.
you want to come over?
Yeah, kind of, bro. I'm scared.
I could shoot the lightning.
Do you have like a guest room since you live alone?
Kind of. It's more like gonna be a library, collector hall, entertainment room. But I'm gonna.
We really did get away from this topic. Like, to please explain like how living alone is.
Honestly, for me, personally, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't have like any like roommate weird energy going on.
Mhm.
You know, like you're like live with someone and it's just kind of like, well, have you lived with anybody besides Shiloh? That'd be kind of bad if you're like, yeah, I feel it all the time.
Yeah, I live with my not my ex, my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we stayed at his house. Yeah, you stayed at his house one time.
Yeah, I was like on leave and I stayed there like the whole week. My parents
Yeah.
were not happy about it. But yeah, I mean like it's just like I don't have any of that going on. I get
It
home.
is awkward.
I get home and I'm just like, wow, it is dead silent in here. And like to some people it could be like, oh, that's kind of weird. To me, I'm like, yes.
You should, cause I think, cause I would love to live by myself. Obviously, like I'm happy with living with Shiloh, but we do need like our space and stuff.
Mm.
And I think you should eventually get a cat.
I don't want a cat. I don't want a dog.
Well, no, I'm saying a cat because I would eventually want a dog too. But how like convenient is it to take it outside? You know, every
Very
couple
actually,
hours.
here. Like, do you
You
know
have
where
like a
this
backyard
barbershop's-
and stuff?
Do you know where this barbershop's at?
No, I've only been like in the barbershop. I haven't been like
Um,
upstairs or in the backyard or whatever.
It's not a backyard, but I mean, there's like, we have in front, we have like this patch of like grass. There's a parking lot in front and there's a parking lot in back.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I live like, I don't even know, like 10 minutes, if that, from a like long park. You ever been to Rip Rap?
No.
You know what it is though?
No.
Oh, Rip Rap's like a bar, and they do like motorcycle shows, and then they do car shows and shit. There's like a park on the way there, and it's a big, like, it's made for like dogs, and pretty much it's not labeled dog park, but it's just wide open, and I could take him down there if I had one.
Like every single time though?
I mean, no, I mean if you had to go to the bathroom, I would, but like on my days off, because like eventually I'll be, living here and then, knock on wood, running this place at the same time. So it's like I get out of bed, my commute's to the coffee maker and then over to my barber chair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and for
Yeah, I
me,
gotcha.
bro, like I've done my fair share of like seeing the world and having like times where I should have died a couple times, but I'm like, I'm still here kicking it. And so I'm like, you know what? Chilling life, just chilling. you know? But
Yeah.
I don't think per se like like the dog would have a lot of room, especially because I'd want like a good. My dad always laughs because I call it a starter dog, like a Labrador Retriever, like a starter dog. Because eventually I want like a. I've already said this before, but one of those Cane Corsos.
Yeah.
You know what dog I'm talking about? I
Yeah,
showed you a
yeah,
picture. It looks like a giant
Yeah.
black pit bull.
We talked about it on the pod
I know.
a couple times.
But yeah, dude.
But that's the thing. I feel like a dog is just too much all like at the start.
Yeah.
I think a cat is, if you ever start feeling lonely, yeah, I just think a cat would be easy at the start. If you're ever feeling lonely. Because
you're
it's
right.
super low maintenance. You never have to take it outside. It's a companion that sleeps all day, just is right next to you. You can play with it a little bit. Like Miko, he's a terrorist, absolutely a menace to society, but he's so cute. And he's great company. That's why we're keeping him here, hiding him from the feds.
That's true. I just like, I personally just right now, until I can have like a bunch of land, it's just people.
Yeah.
I prefer it. I've always told myself, I'm like, I would be one of those people that would be happy living alone, because I'm one of those weird, like, I'll be randomly extrovert and then randomly severely introvert for months, and then it's like, it's great. It's like, okay, if I want to be extrovert, I'll go down to Oregon and talk to strangers about comics. But if I'm not, I can just.
There's that comic book store in the Oregon.
That's true, and there's one in Lewisburg. Did you know this?
Yeah, they opened it like right before I moved.
They said it was 8 years ago. It's been open.
Yeah, it's been around.
You haven't been gone for 8 years. Last one I checked.
Honestly, I feel like it's been 8 years. Hold on, let's do the math. I moved out in 2018. 19, 20, 21, 22. 4 years, so half.
Yeah. But yeah, I went up there for the old Durban days, and
How was it?
it was. I hung out with my dad and my brother and and my sister. We all walked around looking at cars, and then ran to the old and old. That was pretty much it.
Oh,
I talked to him for a little bit, but yeah.
We gotta get them on for their ghost paranormal thing.
Yes, dude. A little tag team action. That sounds kind of that sounds kind of weird.
That listen, a little sus.
Little a little.
We can wear our gimp suit.
There we go. And they wear ghost suits, which I don't. That actually might not look great, unless it's like really good makeup, and if not, like a bed sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's not pointy.
Yeah, that's true. And they gotta say, "Boo!" You know, "Boo! We're ghosts." You know, and we go, "Hey, we're gimps."
Hey, let's fuck. What?
But dude, that'd be sick. Yeah.
What?
I mean,
hold on.
Not all of it. All of it? Yeah.
All of it? Yeah, like 99%. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think. What else? Oh.
No, dude. Yeah.
Who's your favorite Looney Tunes character, like of all time?
All right. God damn it.
This is a serious question. This says a lot.
Probably Roadrunner, honestly.
That's insane. You say that. Ask me mine.
Is it Roadrunner?
No. You gotta ask.
It's that other Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, it's Wile E. Coyote, bro.
I think you said it on the last podcast.
No,
or
I
the one
didn't.
before.
Did I really?
I think you did.
I think I actually just told you that one straight up.
No, I think you said it before.
I don't think so.
I think we were talking about multiverses, and you brought up Wile E. Coyote, and
Oh, for real?
yeah.
What?
Did you see the next characters coming to multiverses is Black Adam and some other thing?
Wait, is it Black Adam? I thought it was Rick and Morty.
I think Xbox leaked the new cover screen for multiverses, and it has Black Adam on the cover. I think Rick and Morty could also be doing
Shazam
it too.
Black Adam?
Maybe. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
They.
Probably because the movie is about to come out.
It's so annoying. Like, why? Why couldn't they give us the whole Justice League before they started doing that?
Well, are you not happy with multiverses? Have you been playing it?
Yeah, I was playing last night.
I've been
Not playing.
haven't been playing much actually.
Yeah, I know, because you are Chase, and you rather play 2K by yourself, or not 2K.
2K?
You're a Madden guy. You do the Madden.
I am.
Adrian does the 2K.
I am so burnt out on video games. I have no desire to play multiverses. I logged in to Elden Ring to switch around my build a little bit, and then I got bored, and then I was like, I don't want to do it. And then I tried to play.
I'd like to have a PvP night again. Like, we all just get on and turn on the Taunter's tongue and kill random people that come in. That'd be fun.
Oh, there's a new game that's out. It's called Rumbleverse.
I did see that. It looked kind of interesting.
It's got a bad rating, so I'm kind of suspect on it. But I see a ton of people playing it on TikTok, and it kind of looks.
It looks fun.
Fun-ish.
You make your own character.
I think so.
No, I saw it. I saw the trailer. My friend at school was talking about it.
Oh.
You can make your own character.
I mean, shit. We can try it. We can give it the old college try.
Yeah. That's on the list. I actually want to download it. I was also going to try, my friend was telling me about Path of Titans. Have you heard about that?
Who?
It's called Path of Titans.
I was actually, because I was looking for a new game. I was seriously so desperate for a new game. That's when I saw Rumbleverse, and I saw Path of Titans. But it didn't look like a game. It looks like a kind of I don't know.
Dude, he's I guess we could group up as dinosaurs, bro. That's what he's saying.
I'm not big with dinosaurs, honestly. It's like why I don't want to play Ark either. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
I mean, I don't like those games where I have to work so hard to just get anywhere. You know, it's not like immediately like in the shits. I like a little bit of
well,
both.
Gannon, you gotta pull yourself up by the bootstraps sometimes and just get on the grind.
I do the grind. I do the Elder Ring grind. I like a grind where it's like fun to do the grind.
Well, Gannon, I don't know what to say about that.
That's why I used to love RuneScape, and then I was like, wow, the leveling on this is insane.
Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys this. The people who made RuneScape is making a new game.
What is it? RuneScape 3.0?
No, it's different, but it's like it's a MMORPG.
Okay.
And it's like they're making it on the what's the engine called? Unreal
Engine 5.
Yeah. And they came out with like a little teaser gameplay, and it looks like it's like 3D. Obviously it looks nothing like RuneScape, but they say there's going to be aspects of RuneScape in it, but it's not RuneScape, you know?
Ooh.
It looks really good. It looks like you can customize your character. It looks like a fantasy world type beat. But they said it's not going to be RuneScape, but it's obviously going to have like the same like fantasy aspects of RuneScape.
Okay.
It looks good.
I would definitely play that.
I'm excited. I don't think it's going to come out anytime soon though. There's so much new stuff coming out, but it's just not good.
Yeah.
I'm so like unsatisfied with like the gaming.
Yeah. But you know what I think it is? After Elden Ring came out, nothing's really touched that.
Well, I can't even like pick up Elden Ring anymore though.
I'm sure if we all had a night where we're like, you know what, let's all get on, dude. One time for the
What's
one.
like?
We start smoking people, and boom, big dub.
I was just about to beat Elden Ring too. I still have to beat the Fire Giant. I think that's the.
You're in the same part that Jesse's on.
Yeah. How far are you? Do you remember?
I pretty much just got through the capital.
Oh, so you still have to go to.
But I'd be adventuring. See, I'll be adventuring.
I think I'm at the point where I just want to beat it. Because I told myself, I was like, okay, I'll beat it, and then my next playthrough, I'll like maybe do something else. But like now, I feel like I don't even want to do another playthrough. I'm just like, I want to beat it now.
But do you though?
Kinda, yeah. Because I switched around my build. I'm not using the scavenger blades anymore. I'm using the katanas now. I got this like serpent katana, and I got this
Do you think you beat me though?
Probably, because I beat Trey, and Trey was better than you. You got lucky and used the whipped cheese. They nerfed Bloodhound Step, so.
Well, guess what would happen? I'd still beat you.
I don't think you would.
I'm too
honestly.
strengthy. I'm too.
I've leveled up the last time we fought a ton. I was only like 80 something when we fought. I'm like 1 something now.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd still win.
All right, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, dude. You
feeling good?
Yeah, you
feeling grand?
You doing good?
I'm doing all right.
Been doing anything?
No, I'm just doing this little potty do with my fool, you knew.
Didn't like that.
Didn't like it either. So, do you wanna shout us out?
Yeah, dude. You can find us on all streaming platforms. I'm talking all of them. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast. You can find us on YouTube. So I know it's not a streaming platform. You can find us on Mr. Crunkle's Big Junkles. You can find us on just about anything. Also, take a gander over at our Patreon. We have 3 episodes in next caller out. We have Death Our Friend by the handsome, ever so handsome, Gann and Friends. And you know what? We're going to get this Pilk and Dilk, and you know what you can also do? You can hit subscribe on that Patreon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like the equivalent of 1 gallon of milk per month. I'm talking $5.
Wait, only $5?
You are entirely correct, Chase. I'm talking only $5.
That sounds like a deal to me.
Yeah, but that's all it takes. 1 gallon of milk per month, and you can listen to just about everything we could make. All right.
Well, thank you. Who was that? Was that Gannon?
I don't even know anymore.
That was Bernie.
Tanders.
No. I was trying to stay away from the Sanders, man. Colonel.
Bernie Colonel.
Bernie. Honestly, could be. Got the Australian accent type
Or
beat.
Bernal Colonel. That sounds nice.
Bernal Colonel.
Bernal Colonel.
Well, hey guys, thanks Bernal Cornell for shouting this out there. Thanks Gannon for being on the podcast today, being the greatest co-host one could ask for. Thank you to myself for also being here. I know it was hard getting out of bed every day, just doing this podcast for you guys. Gannon, do you have anything you want to say to the audience?
If life gives you lemons, make barbecue sauce.
And if life gives you barbecue sauce,
You make
biscuits. Oh.
Different translation. You're on the west, I'm on the east.
Yeah, sorry. Like biscuits out here, cheese out there. It's All right, well. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast today. My name was Chase.
And I am, and will always be Gannon. Thank you.
Bye-bye.